Greetings guys, and in today's video we're going to be rating all of the Destiny 2 seasons and expansions from S to D tier. Today I will be joined by my fellow Highders, Newberry,
Howdy.
Reminder,
Hello.
and Vaporeons.
Yo.
Now that we've introduced everyone, let us begin. Okay, so let's start with Red War, I guess, or like the first one, which I think is right here. What do you guys think of that one? That was the beginning of Destiny with the double primaries and the static roles and all that. I feel like that was horrible.
I mean, it's kind of
C or
horrible.
D. C or D for me.
The double primary meta. I mean,
That killed the game.
it did for sure. Well, that was like 4v4 mostly, wasn't it too? Like actual Crucible.
Yeah.
It was kind of bad. Wow, I'd put that way down.
The power leveling was like I feel like C. We put it at C personally.
It's not the worst, but
Well,
there was no roles. All the roles were the same.
I think C because it's not as bad as some seasons, in my opinion, but it's also very bad. Like it's what killed the game, so I'm gonna put it C. Next is Curse of Osiris. That was
didn't play. Don't know.
I did play and I got fried up. Because
F, if there's an F.
It's D is as low as it goes, so I got cooked unbelievably, and the game was just in shambles. I think we got Season of the Haunted.
And the new raid that they released was like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, still static rolls, still double primary meta. Like that's all you could use. Like I think we got Wormhusk as well. I think, right? Or no, that was season. That was not this season. That was the Warmind. So, but yeah, this is definitely one of the worst seasons in the game or expansions. Completely just horrible.
Yeah, one of the worst seasons ever.
Yeah, in the franchise, especially in Destiny 2. So Warmind, I would give Warmind maybe B. I think.
Didn't play this one either. I stopped after. Remember when Trials had a break and then they had like a 2-week break and then they came back and they had another break. I stopped playing after that second break, so I missed the Curse of Osiris and Warmind.
Give it A.
I think I'd give it an
A. I'd give it an A.
The Whisper of the Worm came out.
Yeah, we got that mission. That was really cool. A lot of people love that.
And there was like the event. You remember where you had to like the Warminds that came up out of the ground or whatever.
Isn't it like the Excavation Protocol, or whatever it was called? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Escalation Protocol.
Yeah, we got Wormhusk this season as well, and the Go Fast update and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give it a B tier. I don't think it's like nearly the best, but it's definitely not as bad as the first release.
First two.
Yeah, definitely not as bad. Next is Forsaken. I feel like this is S tier personally.
For sure.
100%, yes.
Oh, 100%.
PvE was actually hard.
PvP was good. PvE was good.
Special weapons.
Yeah.
They had the new subclasses.
Yeah, I
you had to get from the blind well, whatever they had to do. That was good. Good season.
I don't think
Last Wish
anything
was hard.
is ever going to be better than Forsaken. I think Forsaken is probably the best Destiny expansion ever released in Destiny's history. I'm not gonna lie. Just in terms of what it offered, we got new PvP weapons, we got tons of new PvP content, tons of new PvE content, and I think it really set the stage for what we could or should expect from a very good expansion.
Super good, like I said. And then you got the new subclasses too that came out. That was super cool.
Yeah, new subclasses as well. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing. We got, first of all, there's the change the PvP once again, to, primary and special or whatever, and the Go Fast update, and, not forgotten.
First dungeon?
Yeah, first dungeon, not forgotten. The best raid ever released in Destiny, in my opinion, which is...
Hardest one.
Yep. The hardest one, and just tons of content. No, that's definitely the best expansion, and will be potentially the only S tier option. I think there was a lot of issues with this season as well. Like One-Eyed Mask took forever to get nerfed.
Oh
my god.
And cheaters were kind of a thing, not really. Cheaters weren't that bad on Battle.net. So
I mean, what was the other one? The Nova Warp was broken too when it came out.
In terms of the content we got and I don't know, just everything, I would definitely rather be playing in Forsaken than I would than even this season of the Seraph. I would rather be playing Forsaken.
Oh yeah, A plus S tier for sure.
Wasn't there the Gambit machine gun came out too, didn't it?
Yeah, Gambit did come out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason to play everything.
Next one, Season of, I think, Black Armory. This one here. You see this?
Yeah,
the Forge.
Yeah, the Forge.
That was good.
This is good.
Yeah, I would say
came out.
Forge guns were good too.
Good.
I would say
give it an S.
S. I feel like A tier.
Definitely at least A.
I feel like
S.
Well, I guess an S tier season actually.
Well, they also had the.
It was easy to rank up, so.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, the puzzle to get the Izanagi's burden, wasn't that the puzzle? That was a cool thing.
Yeah,
they did.
his Inagi's came out. Anarchy. There was the cool sparrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Blast
give this S tier.
furnace.
I think this is definitely an S tier season. It's not an expansion, so you can't really like in terms of like it being something that stacks up to Forsaken, like it's not even comparable. But in terms of a season, this is definitely an S tier season.
Yeah, I still use that ship. I grinded.
Okay, so next one is Season of the Drifter. I'm looking. Oh, here it is. This is. Whew.
Minimal play season. Minimal play season.
Yeah.
Very, very bad. The only cool thing is the outbreak came out. That's it.
I think I'm not gonna put it at D tier because I hate Gambit.
I think it's C.
Yeah, I think it's C. It did some good things. Like I think it improved Gambit. In my opinion, like it made it like it added more depth to Gambit, and like because there was those armor sets, right? There was the Invader, like Sentry,
Reaper.
yeah, Reaper, all those things, and
Yeah.
I feel like that was actually a good addition to Gambit.
Didn't the Reckoning come out during this?
Yes, the
You could
Reckoning
farm
also.
for
Yes.
rations though.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll put it at C. I don't feel like it's deserving of like D tier, like absolute worst, but it's definitely not a good one. Like this, I did not like this season at all. It was Maldy.
Minimal play for me. Minimal play.
Yes, very bad. Not a fan of
The
Gambit.
only thing I did was farm spare rations.
Yep, same.
Same.
And then what's after this? I think it's Opulence, right?
Undying.
Opulence.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably S
That was a
tier.
good one. That was a good one.
It was really good. The Opulence weapons are good. Beloved is good.
You had
I give it an
the,
S.
Opulence is good. Crown of Sorrows came out.
Yeah.
the farming that was actually good in the freaking menagerie. There you go. And all their PvE activities they had, and the Crucible was still good. I'd give that one
Yeah, I feel like
easy
this is,
A, S tier.
yeah, I feel like this is S tier. These are like the best.
One of the best metas for sure.
Yeah. Next, I think is
Shadowkeep.
Shadowkeep. I feel like is
The Garden of Salvation's cool.
I've,
Yeah, I don't.
This is when cheaters came to the game, by the way.
Yeah,
don't
this
think
is
it was
when the
all
game
that
came to
good.
Steam.
Yep.
C for me.
Yeah.
I
that-
don't think it was that good to be when it was all hyped up. I don't think it was that
in
good.
terms of an expansion, the absolute like horrible. Just E tier for me. Like this is probably one of the worst expansions they've released ever. And
Definitely a letdown.
yeah, and the reason I think it's one of the worst is because like first of all, you know, they moved the game to Steam, no anti-cheat, and then I feel like the raid
Comp
wasn't
was
that
riddled.
good. Yeah, comp was horrible.
The dungeon was good though.
Yeah, the dungeon was okay, the raid was okay, like there was some okay things, but like the fact that they released, you know, the
Crucible was
game.
nearly unplayable.
Yeah, the fact that they released the game with no anti-cheat, like that just whew, a stinky one here. Very stinky one.
Yeah.
Definitely deserves to be in the gutters for that
Oh,
transgression.
100%. It was the beginning of the end
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
for a while. For a
Yeah.
What
long
was it
time.
their PvX Vex offensive? That was. Ugh.
Yep, that was in this, that was also in Shadowkeep. We don't have the thing here, but that would also be a D tier season, but it's not
Yeah, I
here.
don't think Shadowkeep was all that it was to be hyped.
I would-
Very bad.
Oh wait, no, it's right here. Season Undying, there you go. That'll be D tier. These both go in D tier, horrible.
Yeah, very, very bad.
So what's after this now? I think it's,
Season of Dawn.
is this when Trials came? Or I think,
Yeah.
I think so.
No, Trials of Season
Worthy.
of the Worthy. It's next.
okay.
Isn't
Dawn-
This is when the Devil's Rune came out. You guys remember that? The beam gun?
Was that the same time as the community puzzle they had, or was that the next season?
No,
Remember that
that-
community puzzle.
No, that was this season, I think. That was also the Fractaline or whatever. You remember that? I like that. I feel like this is like A tier. I don't think this is like S tier, but I think
I'd give it an A.
yeah, I feel like this season had some really good. It also had the Sundial, I think.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, so I feel like this is A tier. Season of the Worthy.
The thing is, this kind of sucked bad.
That's a D.
That's
But Trials came out.
yeah, it came out. It did come out.
Came
but,
out free to play.
but it was also very half baked. And
Yep. I give it a D.
we got the Fortnite event. I feel like C. The
It's
fact
not the lowest of the low, but it was bad.
yeah.
I don't remember anything about the
it's
season.
a
I
D
didn't
for
play
me.
it.
It's
Didn't play it much.
I'm gonna put it at C because like we did get Trials and that was cool and that was like probably okay for like a couple of weeks, but then it was just fucking Cream Pie Nation by the cheaters.
I mean, Prophecy came out though.
Yeah.
That's
That's
next.
next. Is it Rivals? Okay.
That's
Okay.
next.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Arrivals.
me.
I liked Arrivals a lot.
I like this too. I like this.
Rivals
as
was
well.
good. Yep.
I
I
thought-
think Rivals is
Easy
actually
A.
my, that's
I
actually
give
my
it an
highest
A.
battle pass is Arrivals.
The dungeon's actually really fun.
Yeah, I'd give it an A.
Yeah, I feel like Arrivals is definitely A or S for sure. It's not B.
Didn't the Xeno come out too?
I think so. I don't remember. But I know this was like a really good season, and I was very fond of it because we had really good weapons to farm for. Like they weren't like with the Umbral system and stuff, like that was actually really good.
AFK Forge.
I never did that personally, but I definitely think this is a very solid season. I wouldn't say it's like the best of the best, but it deserves to be above these, in my opinion.
They're definitely not terrible, but not awesome.
Yeah. What's next? Season, I think season of
It's
the...
Beyond Light, season of the...
Mixed reviews.
I'm putting that at D. I hated this.
Yeah. PvE, Deep Zone Crypt was kind of a joke. PvP, utterly awful. Getting froze. It
Yeah,
took like 2
it's a
weeks
B
to
for
get
me,
to the
too.
raids.
Oh yeah, I remember the first Trials time I played with them. I just got frozen off the rip, and I was like, "What
Dude,
the?"
comp was unplayable, man. Like, everyone was using the cold snaps. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hated this. This actually... Also, the weapons that you could get, I think this was Season of the Hunt. The weapons that you could get from this were horrible. Like, your Season of the Hunt, this also goes D tier. I hate you. I did not like it at all. It was...
very bad.
I actually, like, heavily contemplated quitting the game when...
Agreed, D.
The game was in the gutters. That was like a gutters time.
That was a very low point. That was another Dark Age. We've been through, like, 3 Dark Ages.
That's like cold snaps, then they're nerfed, and Shadow Dive, then
Dust
Titan's
Fields.
crazy. Yep, Dust Fields sucking you out.
Sucking you out. Getting killed by 2 Ice Shurikens that, like...
Yeah, that
People
was
playing
yeah,
slow
oh
for
my
Titan
God.
Super. Like,
Yeah, and then on top of that, getting cheated on. Like,
yeah, it was really bad getting cheated on there in the stasis times. It was really bad.
Yeah. I mean, it was it was just bad up until they got any cheat, which happened in Season of Lost, I believe. That's when they got any cheat. They took out 3 peaking, but we're not. What are we on? We're Beyond Light. So what's after Beyond Light? Season of the Risen.
Season of the Chosen.
What's this one? Season of the Chosen. I feel like this wasn't a bad season. I didn't mind it. I feel like I don't know if it's A tier, but I think it's definitely. I'm trying to remember if we had any
I'd
give it
community
a B.
events.
You get the Battlegrounds. That's when the Battlegrounds came out. Those things are so long.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember everything that happened in Season of the Chosen. When did Fellwinters come out? We've already passed that, I think.
Yeah, that came out.
I feel like that was
I don't know.
Season of the Dawn, maybe, or something. I don't remember exactly when that came out, but oh no, I remember
Didn't
not
that come
hating
out
this
with
season.
Fellwinters came out with the was it not the Worthy with the war mines and stuff?
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Yeah, maybe.
You had to go like invade like the bunker and like go back there and like Fellwinter and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
The war mine stuff.
Yep. That's when it was. I remember this season not being too terrible though. Season of the Chosen. This is when they introduced the Umbral table or whatever. I
You could
believe.
focus engrams.
Yeah, I'll put it at B tier. I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's not wrong.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, and I didn't really mind the like event or whatever, the peak event that you had to do, like the seasonal thing. I didn't mind it too much. What is next?
Season of the Slicer.
I didn't mind this season. I didn't think
Vault of Glass came out.
Yeah, Vault of Glass came out. I think we got Transmog as well.
Give it an
Overall,
A
not
or an
terrible.
S.
I feel like A, personally.
Yeah, definitely not bad at all.
I feel like Transmog was such a huge quality of life change, and I mean, assuming we get it here, I think we get it in Season of the Splicer. I also really enjoyed the PvE environments that you would like, the Vex like mind space or whatever. I thought that was sick, personally.
Yeah, there's some neat things in there.
And I don't know, I enjoyed some of the weapons as well. Like, that's one thing that I like throughout a lot of these seasons, is like in some of them you were able to farm for really good weapons, and then in some seasons, like the weapons you were able to farm for were just absolutely horrible.
I mean, Vault came back with new changes.
Yeah, Vault of Glass, it's A tier. That's...
Found Verdict's really good too. And
Yep.
Time Lost Fatebringer, super good. PvE and PvP.
I'm trying to remember exactly when we got Igneous Hammer and stuff, but I don't remember exactly when that was. Oh, what's next? I think-
Season of Lost.
I like this one. I didn't think it was the best, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't worse.
Grasp of Avarice came out. And Dares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the 30th anniversary.
Yeah, this is basically 30th anniversary season loss.
Everyone grinded there, so they got the
Honestly,
whatever,
I
so
like
they reset.
S for PvP.
Yeah,
I like this.
I
I think this is where we get the Igneous Hammer. because this is the 120 meta for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this S. I don't know.
Really good.
yeah.
Stasis wasn't that bad. Nothing was really like that crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of contributing fact. I feel like this is S for a lot of reasons. I feel like there was good weapons to farm for. I feel like the PvP meta was in a relatively, just the games like sandbox space was in a relatively good spot.
Still playable.
Yeah, and I feel
Very good.
Yeah, I feel like this is S for sure.
I think after that season, it kind of just been going downhill ever since. I feel like that was our last playable one for me anyway. Was the 120s.
Yeah, that was.
You don't want to know what's next, man. You know what's next.
Yeah, I'm hovering right over it.
Oh,
The
boy,
Witch
the Witch
Queen.
Queen.
Yeah.
Season of the Risen, fellas.
Their story mode with hard mode was pretty good.
Yeah, the legendary campaign. I feel like the only
PvE, very good.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing is PvP, so I feel like in terms of an expansion, I'm gonna put this at A tier.
Definitely.
Because it was
But PvP, oh, 0.
yeah, it was
I'd give it a B, but I respect an A.
Yeah, because the PvE, I love the campaign. Like, I actually love the campaign. I love the campaign because it started in Beyond Light, but Beyond Light, I just can't forgive the stasis. Like, I can't forgive them launching stasis the way they did, and a lot of the PvE content being, like, pretty underwhelming and grindy. For this, I loved the story. I loved, like, the music. I loved the art style. I loved...
Vow of Disciple.
Yeah, the raid was very good. Probably one of my favorite raids in Destiny, like, history. It does suck that we did not get a Crucible map at all. Like, there was just no Crucible map. The meta for PvP was also very bad, but, I mean, excluding PvP, like, this was a very solid expansion, in my opinion.
You just got no love in the PvP realm. Even the next one, oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Witch Queen wasn't terrible, though.
Yeah, well, it wasn't, in terms of all the expansions, like, we look at Forsaken's the pinnacle, for sure. And then Curse of Osiris, the bottom
That
of
is
the
the
barrel.
worst. That's like really bad. Really,
Yeah,
really bad.
Shadowkeep, very bad. Beyond Light, very bad.
Beyond Light PvE was cool.
Yeah, but
PvP was unplayable.
I can't forgive them. I can't. There's no forgiveness in that realm.
Where they say, pay money, you can't even play my game, I'm frozen.
Yeah.
I'm frozen,
Dude,
can't even play it.
Dude, you remember when it came out? The cold snap grenades used to freeze you for 8 seconds, and there was no breakout button. You could sit there for 8 seconds and hope that you didn't die.
Until Fizz said it, I forgot the double shurikens killed you. I forgot.
Yeah.
Their tracking was
Yeah, they
way
also
better.
froze you,
I
too.
forgot, yeah.
They used to do 90 damage. They used to freeze you instantly. If you get hit by 2 of them, they'd freeze you instantly.
Oh yeah, they'd get all over you.
I forgot all about that till you said it. Then I remember the dust field. They just
Oh, yeah,
sucked you
and it
right
was-
in, man.
Oh yeah, I remember getting sucked out by cheaters and sucking cheaters out. Oh yeah.
Remember the mountaintop meta? What was that? That was a great time.
That was like Season of the Drifter. That was like in the Forsaken era before everything got sunset, because stuff got sunset Beyond Light pretty much.
Oh yeah, the sunset. Yeah, I hear you.
Let's move on to the next one here, which I believe is Season of the Risen and Witch Queen are together, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that as well. I mean, Season of the Risen, I feel like it might be potential S tier. I'll put it A tier. It's good at that. And then Season of the Haunted, oh.
Bad. That's a
I
cool.
don't-
The PvE realm gets some loving, but other than that, it's all bad.
I feel like B tier PvP meta, just horrible.
What came out?
Just-
This is Solar 3.0 came out, right?
Yes.
The dungeon, yeah, Solar 3.0.
Yeah. that's when I
It's like
farmed
a
the
C
pinnacles,
for me.
remember?
PvP horrible,
Yeah.
PV activity, I didn't like it personally. Duality was
Dungeon's cool.
Yeah, Duality was okay. You could farm
it.
pinnacles. It was like glitched at the beginning, but the farming for the weapons,
Oh, this is when the opulence weapons came back, right? And you had to do the
yep.
Yeah, just run
stuff with
around the Leviathan, man.
axes. Yup, opulent keys. And Trials didn't come out for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, this is yeah.
It was a tough, long road ahead of the 3 weeks.
I feel like this goes C tier because these 2 seasons like are okay, but this one was just unbearable for me. Like,
I mean, the weapons were cool if you got to farm for them and actually got them.
you know what? Actually, I like the narrative of this one. The narrative carried this season very heavily. I think like the story of the season, I liked it a lot personally. I felt it.
I feel like PvP, I mean, it might have been bad, but it definitely wasn't that season's fault. Because, like, that was just the healing grenades were really moldy.
No, the Omnioculus is still a thing. That was... You forget about the Omnioculi.
Yeah, but that wasn't that. Is that what it came out that season?
It wasn't really... No, I mean, the Omnioculi started, like...
Pretty sure it was out for a while, but nobody used it.
Omnioculus started in Season of the Lost and continued through Season of the Risen to Season of the Haunted, and then I think finally got it in Season of the Plunder, I believe. I mean, Omnioculus was around before that even, but it didn't really get used up until like Season of the Risen, like after Witch Queen. So.
I feel like Titans, they've been around forever, then all of a sudden somebody just puts them on now and they're just holy.
Yeah, but okay, so well, I mean, we got all this figured out. I think Season of the Haunted had a lot of shortcomings, but it also had some really good, like that's what I like. All of these, like, I don't think were the greatest, but they had some really good things about them.
Your weapons were really good if you could actually get the keys.
Yeah. See, so what do we think about Season of the Plunder? I feel like this is bottom for sure.
Yeah, that's a D for me.
That's yeah.
Bottom of the barrel right there.
The bottom tier that one myself.
Yeah, I feel like that. The weapons were like PvE, they were okay. PvP just it's not good.
The only redeeming quality it had was King's Fall.
Yeah, King's Fall was the only good thing about the expansion.
Yeah.
That was really bad. Like
maybe C then.
You can give it C as max just because of that, but the rest is just down.
PvE activities were bad, man. Like, that was one of the worst. See, that was a down time in the game.
Yeah, that was. I feel okay. So now we're on Season of the Seraph. I feel like this
Which is now?
Yeah, which is now. Which
At least B.
yeah, I feel like B.
We're like halfway through, right? I don't mind it so far. It's not bad at all. Crucible's still whatever. PvE stuff is still pretty cool.
Baldy. And the weapons are good to grind for. Like the Aquilos weapons are good.
Yeah, there's a lot of good weapons this season. Tons of like Aquilos weapons, Nightfall weapons. We got Hungjury. We got. I mean, there's.
I'd give it an A or B.
Wendigo.
Yeah, I feel like B.
A lot.
I like the narrative and story of this season as well, and I don't really mind the heist. So.
Yeah, actually the heist with the negative 5, negative 10 power level, that's pretty cool.
I feel like A.
It's definitely pretty good for a season that's not even supposed to be in the game. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. The storyline's actually not that bad either here.
The only complaint for me is the PvP right now is just pretty bad.
Yeah, really bad. I'd let it at a B, between a B and an A personally.
Yeah, I feel like A. It's definitely not S, but
PvE very good right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's relook the list now, because that's everything. So we have Forsaken, Black Armory or whatever, Forge, Opulence, and Season of the Lost. These are all, like, S tier. And then...
easily.
Yeah, Season of the Dawn, Season of Arrivals, Season of the Splicer, Witch Queen. I feel like all these deserve to be here. Warmind, I feel like some of these seasons were potentially better than Warmind, but Warmind was like the tipping point for Destiny in a lot of ways. Like Warmind into Forsaken was the tipping point. So I feel like it deserves to be in B, because I feel like in comparison to like some of these up top and potentially even some of these down low, like I feel like Warmind as an expansion is not better than Beyond Light, like in terms of the content it offered. But that's in retrospect to like everything we've gotten. But I feel like at the time this released, it was definitely very good, if that makes any sense.
For its time, probably, yeah.
Yeah, and because of what it changed. Like Beyond Light changed the game in a negative way in so many regards, in my opinion.
Yeah, for PvP especially, like really bad season.
Yeah, it had one of the most buggy launches, like one of the worst launches I think any DLC has had in a while. And the game, the PvP sandbox was completely out of whack for like 2 seasons after that. And
a lot of fixing, a lot of nerfs.
Yep.
I just look forward to where I can go into Crucible and play more than 3 games without saying, "Yeah, I'm getting off this game."
Sometimes that's how it goes.
Guess we're gonna rank when the game came out before no DLCs.
I mean,
Red War.
I mean, that's what the Red War was the beginning of the game. So this is just this is not supposed to be here. It's just here.
Gotta throw that in fucking D.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I put the Red War because I like the Leviathan dungeon. Like this is at C because I actually like the Leviathan dungeon, but
yeah, the dungeon's cool, or not the dungeon. I guess it's a raid, but the raid's cool.
I feel like the 2 historic low points of this game are like Curse of Osiris
Beyond Light.
Yeah, and Beyond Light. Those are like the 2 historic, just like
for PvP, especially Beyond Light, because it was just so bad, man.
But was it as bad as before House of Wolves came out? Because that was at a dark point then.
I mean, for PvE, I don't think Beyond Light was terrible, but PvP was it was just
Yeah, they had so
many fixes.
They had so much to offer in the Beyond Light PvE realm, but Crucible, man. Whew.
I mean, they've nerfed Duskfields like 2 or 3 times. They nerfed Hunters a few times. I mean,
yeah, there was just so much wrong with this season that I think it definitely deserves to be rated as like one of the worst like expansions and seasons in the Destiny franchise. And it should be looked at as that.
Yeah, because even though the PvE was good, the Deep Zone Crypt is kind of a joke.
Yeah, it was. That was probably the easiest raid in the entire game, besides like the what is the one, Scourge?
Yeah, Scourge of the Past.
Yep.
Definitely
Yeah.
kind of mediocre.
Yep. All right. Well, I
It
guess.
was pretty mediocre, wasn't it? Scourge of the Past. Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
thinking
It was
about
like it was like a strike, pretty much. It
This
was,
looks pretty good to me.
But the best thing that come out of that is the Anarchy.
Yep.
So
And the Sparrow.
the Eyes of Tomorrow on Beyond Light isn't even good.
It used to be until they nerfed it, because it used to proc the exotic perk on kills rather than the rocket kills.
I don't know
So
how
now
to
you gotta
use
get
it.
the rocket kills and then the exotic perk procs, and then it will use it. Before it used to just use a regular weapon, then the exotic perk will proc, then you can use it. It used to make it much better. I don't think it was kills either. I think you just had to like hit your shots. But it was probably not intended to be that way. But it was still much better before they nerfed it. But I like the list. Cool with
Yeah,
it.
I think the list is good. I will
Yeah.
end the video here. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as that helps me out a ton. And we're very close to 25k. I think we're less than 1,000 from 25k. So I would love to hit that soon. Also, once again, on the 10th, I will be not uploading 7 days a week, and we'll be switching to a 4 to 5 days a week schedule to take more time to edit videos and put more time into the script and put out higher quality content. And you can expect to see that higher quality content probably on the 10th is when I'll start, and we'll go on from there. I'll probably do that for about 1 to 2 months just to see how you guys like it. But yeah, anyway, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.